Welcome, Phantom Dusters, to the final first round match of our 2020 Quaranteam tournament. There was a bit of a delay on this one because there were some technical issues on the Ales and Dan team in terms of getting them both being able to play at the same time against SnowPatrol. There was a lot of discussion in the mod chat, and this is some inside baseball for you guys, about how to handle this if the Ales and Dan team couldn't play on time. How long do we extend it? What are the scores going to be? What the point totals? Placement after that? It was a whole bunch of back and forth, lots of paragraphs, lots of thoughts, lots of theories, trajectories, and conjecture. Luckily for all of you and for the mod chat, they had me involved. Me who was willing to sit down, make a decision, and give the plan going forward. And that is because I, in the mod chat, am the one and only. And because of that, we have come to this situation where we stand now. Instead of a standard tag team match, it will be either member of the Snow Patrol in a 1v1 versus Dan, representing his whole team. And whatever the score is what the team scores they will have going forward. That being said, I think Snow Schmidt is the one recording this, so we'll be going from their perspective. They'll just switch off in the Battle Royal from match to match as they see fit. And here comes our final tag team slash 1v1 first round match.
Okay. So I'm going with Bryce.
Turn that down a little bit.
Show me, Bryce.
Okay.
Alright, ready?
Yep.
Alright, let's go.
And again, it was Ailes who was unable to. Actually, what it was, he was building a new computer, and his parts did not show up in time for. Well, I'm not going to say whatever reason. I can think of a pretty good reason why it didn't show up in time. Nevertheless, Ailes was not able to get his computer in time to show up for his partner, hence the situation we're in right now. Looks like Rise is going to represent his team in this first round on Palace. Some action going forward already. Snow, perhaps a rock shot. 5 and 4, good aura start for each. What is that? Rock shot? No, blazing bullet. Snow Rise trying to manual. Didn't manual that one, had him locked on. Quick 3 on to Dan. Snow content to just cover the steps here. Dan may want to decide to try the other stairs or get something else going. Oof, tough to have just the fortress there. Had the right defense, but no more aura left to work with it. Good dodge there with the blazing sword. Healing water. Ooh. Getting pelted by the blazing bullet. That cycle spear, if it hits, would get the blazing off. But he's going to regroup. Another healing water. See if he has one more of those in hand to even this up a little bit more. But Snow in hot pursuit. Bullet versus bullet here. That's just a bullet of fire, though, not a blazing. Snow with the aggression now. He's got a defense. Dan's got nothing to cover himself here. It's a hell of a curve on the blazing bullet. If you can get some chip damage here, at least to get him off blazing, that'll go a long way. Or at least stay close enough to where they're not going to hit. Great dodge by Dan of that blazing sword. But you're not going to get a cycle spear up that close. All of a sudden he's got no skills. Gonna have to dance around the tree for a little bit. Hopefully defense is the first thing that comes back up. It's got a few things there. One more blazing bullet and it'll be round 1 to the Snows. Can he get around the tree? It's tough because the tree is actually giving him all the cover he needs to get range, and lightning sword, round 1 to the Snows.
Alright.
Now we are going to switch, as well as you get to pick the place.
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry. Just trying to shuffle along. To refinery. Looks like Dan's got a plan. Wonder if he's going to run confused gravity here. That would be amazing. Looks like it's going to be, yeah, Dan versus Snow Schmidt this time. Snow Rise with a classic bravery on refinery. Would have kept one of those braveries on the bench potentially just in case there's a pop deck in hand. Looks like that won't be the case. He's got an Opti, so he should be safe to burn through both of those braveries at this point for sure. One more and he's good to go. Careful not to run himself off the edge with lightning speed here. I don't know if I would take that risk to run lightning speed on this level of all places. But let's see what Rise has got going for himself. Dan ready to move in. Has another environmental just in case this Opti gets picked up. He's moving in. Hyper kick. That'll put some work in. Has no defense though, but if he stayed close, the railgun might not have what he needs to get any sort of damage on him. Takes the hyper kick. The void's on anyway. Oof. Gonna want to run for some cover. That void should run out any second now, but the Excalibur is going to be tough, especially with the dash to cover distance. Safe! But when he lands, it's going to be tough. He knows it's there now. Does he have a defense? He has no defense. This is rough. Snow will probably want to keep the Opti in place, just to fire off those Excaliburs and railguns whenever he possibly can. Curious if that's a Tiger Strength. Oh, that's rough. I'm guessing one of those has to be a defense now. Ooh, that's tough. Took a tumble. Always touchy being so close to people on the narrow railways. Yellow into green. Again, scant few defenses on Dan's deck building here. Something he may want to address going forward. Nice walk of that railgun. Nerves of steel. Is he trying to lay it again? That must have been a fat... Oh, that's unfortunate. It looked like the other environmental got fat fingered and it cost him with the fall damage too. And that'll be 2-0 to the Snows. We're on sign. And it looks like the Snows are going to stick with Snow Rise on... or back to Snow Rise on this one. Got a 4 Sanctuary down already. It looks like Dan ate a Psycho Spear, perhaps? What did... oh no, 6. Yeah, maybe a Psycho Spear plus the 1. Dan's already in a tough spot. Oh no, Fire Gehenna. Okay. That'll do it. The Firestorm not hitting while Snow is up in the air. Snow Rise, that is. Curious who laid down the 4 Sanctuary with the Sonic Boom. Makes me think it's Dan. He's gonna want to pelt if he can get the placement of these things. I think he's on the wrong side of the curve though. Oof, that's 3 5 Gehennas plus another fall damage. Bad spot to be in here. Snow is down to 14. It's 12 now. It's not too expensive yet, given the life disparity. One more of those and these matches done. But it is getting expensive. And, okay, so that's rough. Snow threw off another fire and took a fall damage there, so he's down to 7. Still well within range of at least 2 more shots to hit the fire again to end this thing, but you may want to start thinking about doing something else. Dan with the lightning sword is going to want to watch where he lands. This thing might come out. Snow decided to hang on the trigger there. Firestorm hits, and a piece of ice. Dan takes the one on the sign. Unfortunate fall off the edge after the one fire.
Now we're switching back, and we
Gave the match to Dan there. Well-placed piece of ice and Firestorm. Here we go with round 4 in Pano. Huh, reduce entropy. This usually has people building high cost decks, so I'm not sure that this will go the way he wants it to. Is he gonna put the soft hang? Very, very well placed environmental. It's since I believe the Snows are both cartwheelers here. And Schmidt is up to bat here. Oh, 3 or more, that's right. Not 3 or less. Yeah, no, so this is good. Rico's off the table, Cycle Burst off the table. Blazing Sword is out if that's in play, Cycle Blades. So all the big swords, melee attacks are pretty much off the board, minus Hyper Kick and maybe a Swift Blow if he went that way. Oh, and I got it backwards. I'm looking at, I think Dan laid that down. That's Snow Schmidt that laid this down. Psycho Knife at hand, and perhaps it is Dan who's in trouble. But he's got a Hyper Kick too. That's not nothing. Piece, or Stone Shot rather. Stone Shot, the more superior of the shots between that and Rock, obviously, as everybody knows and agrees with, obviously. This one's chippy. This Dan doesn't have enough to do twice in a row. Loaded up the Tiger Strength. Well placed dash. The Tiger Strength, this could get fun for him. Gonna have to time it. And not get hit by that random Psycho Knife. It's a good dodge. Lots of good dodges between the two of them here. Oof. Passing in the wind there. Yeah, Dan's getting antsy. He's going to want to set up these hyper kicks a bit more, especially with the Tiger Strength on. Cannot afford to just whiff and eat those free Psycho Knives. Not sure what the other attack is just yet either. Haven't seen it yet. Went for the raw jump. It's not going to work over there. He's going to bait in the... Tried to bait the hyper kick. Now's a good time to do it. Good dash, good dash. Not going to work in here though. Going to eat another Psycho Knife. Picked up an Enviro of his own. Just got to get out of there. But Schmidt happy to just cut him to pieces in this narrow hallway. One of them's bound to hit. He should get out of there. Just get away. Because you're going to get caught on something trying to dash in one of these lockers, and then it's another couple Psycho Knives, and you're done skis. And one more. Run! He has a defense for the first time, finally. Ah, it got onto his ankle under the shield, and that'll be a 3-1 in favor of the Snows. And once again, this will be their tag team score. SnowPatrol 3-1 against Dan and Ailes. And again, those records will carry them going forward in the standings, and we'll see how it all pans out for round 2.